About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics going up against the Atlanta Braves.
And now, please welcome
First pitch coming your way next.
Atlanta Braves.
Today's starting pitcher, Chris Sale. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
Very dominant his last time out. Picked up the win. Only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
About to get started here. Brent Rooker digs in now. And with that, we're underway in Atlanta. The 0-1. Well, out of bounce right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Take a look at the lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Nick Kurtz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Kurtz matched a homer in his last game. Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. That one ripped but foul.
Sinker. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled hard the other way. On a line out towards center. And he makes the grab. And that is that. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. Back at Truist Park. And pitching in this one for the A's, Luis Severino. Singy, he was impressive his last time out.
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season, and so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
That one misses. Ball 1. The sliding play at short. Fires to first. Pretty nice play there.
Got him.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. This one in the air, center field. Butler on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two away.
Third, first baseman,
Matt Olson up to the plate. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes Austin Riley. Had the day off yesterday. In the air, center field. Butler drifts towards it, and that'll do it. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the center fielder, Lawrence Butler.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Chris Sale ready to get back to work. Sale, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Ball one there.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And a slider misses down and away. Upstairs.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. And that's in for a strike. The Athletics with a chance to score first here in the rubber match of this three-game series. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
So digging in, Darryl Hernandez. Man at second. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Here's the 0-2.
Oh, that's foul.
No score here in the second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good eye right there.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Here's a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The A's looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Just missing there. And the count now even up.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
On the ground to short, Kim. Slings to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Late swing, fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And that's the strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski. This one in the air, center field. Butler on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Catcher, Sean Murphy.
So here's Murphy now. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. And a foul ball. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Ha-Seong.
And next for Atlanta, Ha-Seong Kim. Tap foul at the plate. That one missed. And the sweeper is off the plate.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the sweeper and it was effective. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Denzel Clark now at the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. This one looks like trouble. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Severino up next for the A's. And that's outside, ball one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
Here's a 2-0. Right through there for a strike. That's down and in. A slider missed. Top of the third, no score. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Go ahead, Singy, say it. Helps his cause.
Helps his cause. Get that guy a jacket. He might be standing out there for a little while.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And the 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. Over to Kim. 1 to first. Double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Nick Kurtz getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the third and final game of the series. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that one finds its way through. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now the catcher up to hit, Shea Langoliers.
That's a ball.
And the 1-0.
Strike one.
That one missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Albies. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Michael Harris II.
There's a swing and a drop. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Into the planter, out in center. Home run. So he just clears the wall, and we're level. It's 1-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Chris Sale next up for the Braves.
Strike one.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Inside. And the count 1-2. Next offering upstairs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's Acuna now. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Way out front for strike two.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
High fly ball right field. Rooker gets under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Rips that one to right. And that'll do it. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. And now the center fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Max Muncy up next for the A's.
No.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4.
Hup.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now the shortstop, Darryl Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far.
Oh, 1.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scored position and just 1 out.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next up for the A's, Andy Ibanez. Golden opportunity right here. Line drive, that's a base hit. One runs in, fires to the plate. Tag, not in time. He's safe. And it's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down. Next up for the A's, Denzel Clark. A double and a run scored his first time up. There's a strike. You'll one. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen, and there's two away.
Up next for the A's, pitcher Luis Severino.
Now here is Luis Severino.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Oh. Ibanez on at second with 2 down. That one's in there. 1 and 2.
Oh, you got to go for the strikeout here. Pitcher at the plate. Attack it just like it's any other hitter.
He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And they get the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
struggles
the
at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Olsen.
Back to work, Luis Severino. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And it is out of here. Matt Olson goes deep. Third home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Here's Austin Riley. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late with the swing there. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. Full count now. In the air out towards right center. Rooker under it. 1 down.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
2-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Check swing on the 2-1. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Braves, catcher
Sean Murphy gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Man at first, one away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
up next for the Braves, the shortstop.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And it's even up. Just missed. Yastrzemski off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Good job to fight that one off. In the dirt, blocked. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one in the air right field. Rooker giving chase. Makes the catch. Inning over. Long ball draws the Braves closer. We're headed to the 5th. This is Braves baseball on the Show South. Back at Truist Park. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Brent Rooker.
Fastball. High outside.
Chris Sale back to work. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Here's a 2-1. And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
there's a foul ball. Three-two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Chopped to the right side. Olsen throws to first in time. One away here in the fifth.
Next for the A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
And now Nick Kurtz, 1 for 2.
Slider. Middle inside.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That clips the corner.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the A's, catcher.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers.
Circle change. Low outside.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Circle change. Low inside.
Ripped to short. On to first. The A's go quietly. It's the A's 3 and the Braves 2. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So now here's the pitcher, Chris Sale. Went down on strikes his first time through. Sale, a former Cy Young Award winner, 36 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Oh. In the air, right field, Rooker ranging back. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are two outs.
Next for the Braves, right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Acuna, not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. The 0-1. Here's a high chopper, but it kicks foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Acuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air, left field. And that ends the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 3 and the Braves 2. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Lawrence Butler.
Center fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Slider. Middle inside.
Sale back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. A little bit high, maybe. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Middle outside.
The 1-2. Swings and misses. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Now at the plate, Max Muncy.
Below inside.
A's leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Muncy wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. That one missed. And they'll do it again. 2-2 now. Next offering misses down and away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at-bat.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Next up for the A's, Darryl Hernandez. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching. for
They
the
go with one of their
Braves,
more experienced
number
arms in this
45,
spot, Tyler Kinley.
Tyler
This is his third time out this year. Breaking ball gets the corner for a strike. Hernandez thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And that one missing low.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and 2 away now.
Up next for the A's, second baseman Andy Ibanez.
So up next, Andy Ibanez.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Man at second. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Man on second, 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Muncy headed home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't score it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Luis Severino departs. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Elvis
A's,
Alvarado
number
comes on
61.
now.
Elvis
And this is an
Alvarado.
important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
No outs. Runner at first. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. And that one fouled off. Swings through that.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a ball evens the count. Battling here as he fouls it away. The Braves with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. The next offering misses. 3-2 down.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
One out man at first. Mike Yastrzemski next up for the Braves. Out towards right center field. Butler gets there. He's under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, catcher, Sean.
Here's Sean Murphy, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The 2-1. This one in the air right field. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ha-Sung Kim. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. The run comes in from second. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Go-ahead run on base. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Elvis Alvarado done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
So
A's.
a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Scott Barlow.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Dominic Smith. Big spot for him here. Base hit, 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Two on, two outs. Just off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Harris, a left-hander, also throwing. That's to third. Whips it to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 5 and the A's 3. This is Braves baseball on the Show South.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Daysbel Hernandez. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Now the left fielder, Denzel Clark.
Left fielder, Denzel Clark.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
On the ground, right side. Albies over to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the A's, pitcher.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Looking to start something with 1 gone. On the ground to first, Olsen. He steps on the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the A's, right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
Nope, outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Got him. That ends the frame. A's go quickly and quietly there. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching for the
We're
A's.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Ferguson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ozzie Albies.
First offering is fouled off.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, 6 hits on the first pitch alone. That tells you something.
And that's downstairs. 1-2 to count.
And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around.
Stays alive. The 1-2. In the air, left field. Clark. Long run on his horse. Got it. Nice grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Here's Matt Olson. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Austin Riley. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And now the 0-1.
Oh.
Misses the sweeper. And that should be extra bases. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Tyler Ferguson out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Justin
A's.
Sterner takes over on the mound.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 1 for 3. Look out!
Yep, that got him.
And it hit him.
Up next for the Braves. Catcher.
First and second, 2 outs. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Sean Murphy circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 8-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Oh.
Swings through that one out in front that time. In the air, right field. And that is that. Braves get one of the big fly. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the 8th. Nick Kurtz digs in now. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Dylan Lee.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That clips the corner. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-0.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball, Austin Riley. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
The A's catcher Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's.
Four-seam fastball, high middle.
The Braves leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Let's go, Dylan.
There's a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the A's.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler.
Come on, Dylan.
Strike one.
Langoliers stands at first with one out. The changeup missing, and now it's even 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Riley fires to first, inning over. The A's strand one. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Jorge Mateo.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Jorge Mateo now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. That one outside. Ball one. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. And that one upstairs. Got him. One out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
The 1-0. On the ground right side, 4, 6. 3 double play. And the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Through 8 full, Braves lead it 8-3. Last chance coming up for the A's.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back. It's the
Braves.
top of the ninth.
Number
And there's a new pitcher on the
77,
mound, Joe Jimenez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Digging in,
Leading
Darryl
off for the
Hernandez.
Athletics, shortstop, Darryl Hernandez.
Slider. Middle inside.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
No, that's low.
Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Here's a 1-1. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the A's.
Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Up.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging. The A's down to their final out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the left fielder, Denzel Clark. Going 1. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the A's.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Out to short. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Big game for each team, but even more critical for the home team. This swing game, they win the rubber match of the series, take 2 out of 3, feel really good about winning this one. They look ready for the next series.